You are now dialed in with the Dial Brothers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of the Dialed In Show with Stephen Dow and Micah Dow. What's up, Stephen?
What's up, man? I'm happy that you're on time. I'm happy that my mic works. You know, little things make a big difference.
Yeah. So forget all that. We both are ready. I got here much earlier than I did last week. Like you said, your mic is working this week. So this episode is going to be a good second episode.
We have a loaded episode, and we want to thank everyone who subscribed. We got a good number of views in a week's time. So for the first episode, I think it was a success.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure that you're liking and commenting and subscribing to us on our YouTube channel, The Dialed In Show. And we are excited because we are now on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. So all of you who like to listen to the audio version, like to listen to podcasts, head on over and follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And there are more platforms that'll hopefully be up on next week. So make sure you all support. And let's see if we can get Stephen to this week before next week set up some social media accounts for the Dialed In Show.
Oh, so you're okay, you putting it on me. I was going to say the people who listen on the podcast, though, like on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, they won't be able to see my facial expressions every time you say something.
Yeah. So they have to go to YouTube and watch it.
Yeah. All right. So let's get right into it. So a lot of people, especially in the age of Ring doorbells and all that stuff, everyone has been seeing more and more videos of porch pirates. I mean, I know people steal packages, unfortunately, but this one is a little bit different. Take a look.
Look, Stephen was home this weekend, and there was a possum that was out in the street who unfortunately lost his life. I believe that this might have been the same possum. So for any animals out there, you don't think it's the same one?
If it was, man, he got some miles on him because that possum, I think, was in Texas.
Oh,
but
well, I think either way, hey, to all the animals out there, don't go stealing stuff off people's porches. And while we're talking about that, you know, that's a real thing. Mom all the time, and the animals stealing it, but people, mom all the time is saying, get that stuff off. And I keep telling her, stop ordering so much stuff, and we won't have to get stuff off the porch all the time.
I mean, some of the stuff is yours too. Don't put it all on your mom.
Not that much.
Okay.
Not that much.
I'm pretty sure when she sees this episode, she's going to have a few choice words for you about her ordering stuff.
Well, I'm just saying, if it wasn't so much being ordered, I wouldn't have to always be going out there trying to get these boxes in the rain and stuff. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Luckily, nothing has been stolen though, so that's good.
That we know of.
Have you ever had a package stolen?
Yeah.
Like just in general?
Well, we brought up pool, and everybody who has challenged me, or even Steven, I don't know, but challenged me to a game of pool. I mean, maybe one day as the Dialed In Show grows, we can some kind of way do an episode at a pool table and show y'all. We can talk about pool, about what happened this weekend.
What Micah wants to say is Micah beat me, I will admit. Now, Micah won more games. It's not that he never lost to me. You won more games.
So
that was the thing.
So I won.
You won more games. Look, we're both rusty, but next time, you know, it'll be different.
Yeah, I got to. My godmother is phenomenal at it, and I could not beat her. So I'm not great at pool. I'm just better than Steven is.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I brought up pool because when you say, has anything ever been stolen? Man, us trying to get this pool table has been a journey. And the first time it was broken, the second time it came up missing. I really believe in our mom does too. Some kind of way, I think somebody stole it. Because how does a 8-foot pool table come up missing? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Well, moving on. So both of us like food. Micah more than me.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I swear I am. I'm gonna leave that alone.
All right. So we all know everyone has different cultures. Everyone some people think they can cook better than they can. It's a woman I came across on Instagram. I don't know if her son knows that everyone's talking about her food. Take a look first, and then we'll react.
Tell us what we're having today.
All right. So today we've got the macaroni cheese cups, which I saw on TikTok.
And those turned out good.
They
Look
did.
at that.
And I've got ham.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chicken stew.
All right.
Smoked sausage.
Did you smoke it?
No, I didn't smoke it. Collards.
Collards. Oh, we can't forget about the bread.
Yeah, the buttered bread. Gonna have bread.
Okay.
We've got a grape salad right here.
Oh. And what's in that?
Grapes, strawberries, and pecans. It's made with cream cheese and sour cream.
Oh, so it's like a healthy dessert type thing.
Yeah, if you want to look at it like that, yeah. This is a peanut butter jelly pie.
Oh.
Saw that on TikTok too.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we got the pineapples, mayonnaise, and cheese.
But you added something.
I did. I added the cherries to this and a better lettuce to make it look pretty.
Just to make it look fancy.
Yes. Yeah, so that's what we're having today.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Y'all, if you we used to have Thanksgiving at Steven's house, and that's a prime example of why we don't anymore.
That's false. Don't be on here lying now. Man, what'd you think of what the food looks like?
I mean, now some of it, sometimes food isn't appealing to the eye, but it still tastes good. However, this lady, especially if y'all look at more of the videos from this stuff that this lady cooks, her food always looks like that, and everything looks horrible. The only thing that looked good to me was the smoked sausage, but there's not really any way to mess that up. I know you was talking about the ham. Did you see
The ham? It looked like meatloaf. Like I think she marinated the ham in Coke or something, but it looked like meatloaf. Like how do you mess up ham? Is the question.
Be honest with you, I've never cooked ham. Now I like ham, I eat ham. I've never cooked it, so I don't really know how you cook it. But
Well, hopefully your ham don't turn out looking like that. I mean, you said the smoked sausage. She literally just put it in a glass.
well, yeah, because
tray.
her son, he said, "Did you smoke it?" But now what threw me off?
And she didn't even cut it.
What threw me off was the macaroni and cheese. That looked absolutely horrible. It was like just macaroni with a little piece of sandwich cheese over it, and then
She said she saw it on TikTok.
and then the bread. Did you see the
The buttered bread.
Yeah, that
It was buttered bread.
don't seem like she toasted it or anything. So yeah, she's hilarious, and I'm glad. All jokes aside, Steven can cook probably 3 or 4 meals, and so his food doesn't look like that.
Thank you, because my food don't look like that.
I'm glad.
If my food looked like that, I wouldn't cook a day in my life if my food looked like that. And we're not, everybody different. It might taste good.
Nah.
It
Steven,
might.
she literally, I don't know what was holding the
Did you see
macaroni together, but it was literally sandwich
It was
cheese.
in cupcake cups.
Which now I
It
actually
was
thought,
macaroni bite.
I actually think that's pretty cool. Have you ever seen that before?
What?
Like
Macaroni bite?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Now that's pretty cool. I think that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, if you know how to make macaroni.
Yeah. Now I can make some good macaroni and cheese.
Oh, okay. I gotta try it.
Yeah.
No, but did you see she had pineapple circles with mayonnaise in the middle and a cherry on top on a bed of lettuce.
Now grape salad.
Who's eating?
Have you ever had grape salad before?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I was saying. Now it don't look like
that looked unappealing, but it was good.
Yeah. Well, but she said she put
That might have been the
strawberries.
best. Yeah.
I've never had it with strawberries.
I mean, so what do you think was the best thing on the table?
I say smoked sausage.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the collard greens. Did
Oh.
you? Do you need to go back?
I think she didn't cut them, did she?
No. No.
Yeah. But still, that doesn't mean they didn't taste good. Doesn't mean that they didn't taste good.
Did you see those greens?
Yeah, they look like they was cooked. They just weren't cut.
It was the entire leaf. Like
Yeah.
You would try it.
The greens, yeah. I would. It's Black History Month, y'all. It is Black History
Oh,
Month.
what a transition.
Yeah.
What a
oh wow. Talking about because collard greens.
Yeah. What did you think I was talking about?
That's not. I didn't think about that. That's not why I brought up Black History. We like more than collard greens and watermelons and stuff. That's
You brought up
that's
watermelon. I did not bring up watermelon.
that's not why.
I actually don't even think watermelon's not even my top 3 fruit, to be completely honest.
Well, okay. Well, what are your top 3 fruit? Like you eat fruit all the time.
Strawberries. What do you eat, Micah?
I eat not anything. I don't like squash. I don't like okra. I don't like
We
pickles.
were talking about fruit.
Okay, well, I like strawberries. I like bananas. I like
strawberries, bananas,
peaches.
I like peaches, grapes. Watermelon is not. I mean, I've had some sweet watermelon. Some people put salt on watermelon.
Now, good cantaloupe or honeydew, something like that. That's sweet, man.
Cantaloupe, not honeydew.
Honeydew's good if it's sweet.
If it's sweet, but how often is it sweet?
You got to get it in season. Black History Month. Black History Month. In season, Black History Month is in season 365 days of the year. But we are always excited to celebrate our history and heritage and culture in the month of February. How ironic, though, that Black History Month is the shortest month of the year. That's crazy.
Hey, we have 29 days this year.
This year or last year? I thought last year was leap year.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's this year.
While Steven's checking that out, we
have 29 days.
This year? Oh, wow. I'm all thrown off.
You just slow. It's okay.
Okay. Now we go with the insults. Okay. Either way, both of us are representing our HBCUs, our colleges, our universities that we attended. Steven, you graduated what year?
2011.
2011. From Claflin University in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I graduated from Miles College in Fairfield, Alabama in 2019. And so all month, we're going to support Black schools, Black businesses, just Black culture in general in the month of February. And we encourage all of you to support Black history on this month as well. We're going to unbox the cookie, or what we doing? What we doing first?
Yeah. So we said every show this month we're going to profile a Black business. Now I will say I am biased. Cookie Society is a Texas cookie company. I can't even get in a shot. There you go. I happen to know the owners. Met them in Kansas City. Marissa and Jeff Allen. Jeff used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs, so of course he's hoping that the Chiefs win the Super Bowl again. And Marissa, I used to see her as a food blogger. And then they moved to Kansas City. He played for the Chiefs, yada, yada, yada. They started an online cookie company. They have blown up. During the pandemic, Oprah put their cookies on her best Christmas list.
Oprah.
Really big. So we're going to unbox. They have their normal flavors every month, but then they have specialty flavors. So this month they have king cake, strawberries and cream.
Oh, boy.
I can't think of the other one. We're gonna unbox this and try. So this is strawberries and cream.
They got this sealed up like the White House.
As Micah struggles to open his, I'll show y'all what the cookie looks like. This is strawberries and cream. Got the little heart for Valentine's. Micah not even looking.
Oh wow. Bruh.
Well, I'll wait for you.
They for real. Hold on.
Is it that difficult?
It really is.
I mean, we put a piece of tape on it when I brought it. And while Micah stalls, you can order the cookies online. They have stores here in the Dallas area, but they ship nationwide. And so if you want to see Cookie Society, Black-owned business in the Texas area, there we go. So this is strawberries and cream. We both said we like strawberries. I don't know what happened to your heart.
Yeah, my heart's missing. And y'all, now I love sweets. I love sweets. So this is, and I'm very hungry right now. So
are we gonna break it in half and eat it from the middle, or just bite into it?
Let's break it in half.
You break yours in half.
Oh well.
Look at that. Oh wow.
Delicious looking. Okay.
See that? All right, let's try it. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm biased. I eat their cookies regularly.
Support.
But this is a new flavor that I haven't had.
Mm-hmm. Love all the powdered
What do
sugar.
you think?
It's delicious. Like I said, I love sweets. Cookies now, y'all. When I have time, free time, it's almost therapeutic sometimes. I like to bake. But normally I bake cakes. I never bake cookies. So might be something I have to try out. It's really good. Support Black businesses. This is Cookie Society. I believe we have the businesses we're supporting the rest of the month already lined up, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you for those who left in the comments businesses for us to support. We selected one of those, and we will be shouting that business out in the next couple of weeks.
Cookie Society. You can order online. Oprah's Best Things. I can't endorse political candidates, but I can endorse cookies, and
That's funny.
it's my endorsement. Cookie Society.
I second that. You know what? I'm gonna make a bold claim. Steven normally brings these home every time he comes. Steven, I think this is my favorite one that you ever brought.
This I've never had this flavor. This is really good because you like
peanut butter.
Which one have you had? Yeah,
or sugar
Mom
cookie.
was asking for peanut butter.
Yeah,
man. All right. Well, as Micah continues to eat, I know you happy you get to eat. Eat the cookie. No, I'm not talking. I'm saying you said you were hungry, man. You always think it's a jab. It's not a jab. I'm letting you eat.
Thank you.
So moving on, but sticking with Black History Month. So we know that a lot of stores and businesses try to do a better job of catering to Black culture and Black people. So during Black History Month, Target had some specialty Black History Month items, whether it be magnets, books, toys, things like that. Well, a woman on TikTok called Target out for a big error. Take a look.
So I went to get my kids this little magnet learning activity since Black History coming up from Target. I don't know who's in charge of Target, but these need to be pulled off the shelves like immediately. So I teach U.S. history, I study history, got my major in social studies, and I noticed some discrepancies like as soon as I open this. Like I said, these need to be pulled off the shelf. For starters, this is not Carter G. Woodson. This is W.B. Du Bois. Peep the stash. Peep the stash. They got the name wrong. This is not W.E.B. Du Bois. This is Booker T. Washington. Peep the little fancy bow tie. Peep the fancy little bow tie. And then this is not Booker T. Washington. This is Carter Woodson. You can see clearly the similarities. I get it, mistakes happen, but this needs to be corrected ASAP.
So long story short, her video took off. Target has pulled the items. Micah, what do you think? I mean, they got the names wrong of multiple significant Black figures. Booker T. Washington had a different name. W.B. Du Bois had a different name.
Absolutely unacceptable.
At least it wasn't like no. I was going to say at least it wasn't like totally different, like a white person name or something. But
no, unacceptable. There's no reason in the world why in 2024, I'm assuming she saw that this year, I don't know, or it was last year.
Yeah.
There's no reason why in 2024, a company the size of Target, of Target, there's no reason in the world a company that large can make a mistake like this. And I mean, even if it was like a third party thing, a vendor, like somebody that sold these to Target and Target is selling them or whatever.
Which it could have been.
It could have been, yeah. But still, there should have been some type of vetting process to make sure. Because here's this thing: there is a community of people in our beautiful country that think that all Black people look the same, and it's not true. No one group of any ethnicity or race all look the same. So that's just ridiculous. It makes no sense. I'm sure Target has some type of equity department or something like that. Anytime,
Right. The thing is, it should have. Yeah. Anytime you do something
yeah.
that's, and I don't even want to say not normal, because I mean, Black history is American history, but they should have. And not saying, hey, a Black person may have checked off on it. You don't know. But I'm
Well,
saying they should have had someone
I'm so glad you
look.
said that. We said that we're gonna be real on the Dialed In show. We just can't be too raw. I was gonna say something, then I said I'm not gonna say it, but because you just said that, I am gonna say it. Some of these people who are in some of these positions, and this is getting to a broader Black history topic. Some of these people who are in some of these positions, really, they not part of us for real, for real. They might look like us, but they not.
Are you trying to say certain Black people who are in the rooms that make the decisions
They not in the
aren't
culture for
culture? Is
real.
that what you're saying?
They're not in the culture for real.
What do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay. Think about it like this. If me and you, but I can talk about me. Now, I'm not extremely cultured, and I'm just using that word. Okay. However, I am conscious and sensitive to what Black culture is in America and globally. So for me, I'm just saying, before they put something out, especially leading up to Black History Month, you know that it's gonna sell. And now, you know, everybody has a phone, everybody can verify stuff. To put something out highlighting Black people, they need to have the right name. That's like saying,
Yeah, I mean, it was a big mistake. It wasn't like, I mean, that was the only, she found 3, but that, I mean, it wasn't like, I don't know. Yeah, there were big names. It wasn't like they were talking about someone who no one has ever heard of.
it's like
And
mixing
like you said, I mean,
Obama and what that man Ben Carson. What? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I mean, I get it, and I agree. I mean, and so they pulled it, but the thing is, okay, it was, I can't. Y'all saw the video. I can't explain what the thing was, but okay, they pulled it, but now that means that they're not going to be able to get it back in circulation before the month over.
Man, you
Like,
know what?
so now people want to be able to buy that item.
It's like we're thinking of what each other is thinking without saying it. They're already, this is getting into a political conversation. They're already trying to erase Black history in the schools. So you're trying to tell me that not only are they trying to remove Black history from the schools, but the Black history that major retailers are putting out is wrong, is telling kids that Martin Luther King is George Washington Carver. Come on now.
It was Booker T. Washington, W.B. Du Bois. They didn't get Martin Luther King wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying he's any higher than anyone else, but at least they didn't get him wrong.
I guess.
But the items are being pulled. Like I said, I doubt they'll get them back in circulation before the end of the month. Good job on the woman for finding it.
Oh, yeah.
And like we said, everybody has a phone now, so everyone has a platform now. And the blessing and the curse of social media is everyone has a platform.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be used for good or it could be used for bad.
Here's my question for y'all that's listening and watching. If you had noticed it, would you have done what that woman did and made it be public? Mm-hmm.
I might have just taken it to the store. Now, granted, I'm in a different.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I can, but I don't want to. Someone could say even though it was an error, someone could say I'm abusing my platform. You know, like, because certain people do look at my tweets. That's why it's interesting when I see news people like tweet at airlines when they mess up their flight. I've done it before. Just because we're normal people too. Like,
yeah.
But it's also using your platform. I have a better chance of getting a response from a major company than
me,
another person. Why you say you like that? Me, yeah.
No, I'm saying, like you said, yeah. So I think that all of us, something like that. I'm not saying people can't make mistakes, but Target can't make that mistake. No major retailer can make that mistake. That's unacceptable. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Nope.
So this perfect segue into politics,
Right,
and
like
our current
Micah's
president,
favorite topic.
huh?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said it's segueing into politics.
No, what'd you say after that?
Our current president.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No,
Keep going.
our current president, President, I would say Dr. Joe Biden, but that's his wife, Dr. Jill Biden. Joe Biden, he has won the South Carolina primary. To me, I don't see what the big hoopla is, because of course he was going to win it.
Right.
So
It's because it was the first official race, because Democrats made South Carolina the first primary now, the first in the nation primary. The Iowa caucuses, he won from a write-in. No, it wasn't Iowa. It was New Hampshire. He won from a write-in, so that was different. This was the first, this was the starting gun for Democrats. And so Joe Biden won the nomination. That's not a secret. Won the
primary, South Carolina.
Primary in South Carolina. My question to you is, we're at a time where, we have two older people who are likely going to face off again, Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that young people and the people who already voted for Biden the first time, do you think they're going to come out to vote because he's likely going to go against Trump? Or, there are people who are upset with Joe Biden, but this is also cyclical. We elect a president, people enjoy them, and then 4 years later, they're ready for something different.
Yeah.
But what do you think? You think Joe Biden will be able to turn out, get energy to turn out, especially young voters?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. And the reason I say I don't know is because Donald Trump is building a lot of steam. And one thing that Democrats, and this isn't just Micah saying this, you can ask both Democrats who'll be honest with you guys, Republicans. One thing that, at least in this current administration, Democrats have been horrible at promoting even the good things that Democrats have done. Whereas on the other side, you have Donald Trump, who, like it or not, is a master marketer. And so, Donald Trump, the whole reason why, going back to when he was president, the whole reason why stimulus checks took as long to come out as they did was because he wanted his signature to be on them. So we have our current president going up against somebody who knows how to get people's attention and how to make people believe him, even if what he's saying isn't true. I don't think Joe Biden has enough grit in him, and I'm some people might not like me saying that, but I don't think that Joe Biden has enough grit in him. And going back to Black History Month, I think, be honest with you, that Kamala Harris does have the grit. However, being real, she's a Black woman, and so that grit that I'm talking about, I don't think it'll be perceived well coming from her, and she's not very well liked by a lot of people.
Yeah, they're doing more campaign events now. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have been going to more places in between dealing with the normal stuff that they have to do with their office. Turnout is going to determine this race. And I was talking to some people in my job capacity just about races locally, and how, the top of the ticket usually trickles down to affect the bottom of the ticket. So a Democrat trying to win in a conservative state like Texas may have a harder time because there's frustration with the person at the top of the ticket. Turnout is going to be big. If Biden can't get people to come out with enthusiasm, because the Trump people are already there, they're already energized. They
ready.
They already feel like the election was stolen. They already feel like, he's facing all these, criminal allegations because they don't like him.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know how. Never mind.
But okay, I'll say what maybe you can't say. I don't know if this is where you was going with it. How in the world, and neither one of us have kids, but it used to be one of the main things you tell your kid was you could be president one day. You grow up and be president one day. You do what's right, be a good leader, do well in school, all this kind of stuff. One day you can grow up and be president. Now it's likely that the next president of the United States is going to walk in January, and he got cases. Like he's
Yeah.
well, he's not been convicted, I don't think, of anything, but he's a convicted criminal.
No.
He's not convicted, but he's no way in the world, even a white person years ago could run for president of the United States and have what's stacked against Donald Trump be stacked against them. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's totally different. It's totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, since January 6th, it's just been downhill in terms of allegations against him and being in court and all that stuff. So it's going to be interesting. And the thing is, and I think there's some truth to what Nikki Haley has said in the past of a lot of people don't want this rematch.
Mhm.
And it's not even I mean, their age is a concern. And while Joe Biden is older than Donald Trump is not young either.
Mm-mm. Nor is
what did you just do?
I'm still eating on this cookie society cookie. It is delicious. But yeah, look, both of them are up in age. And I think the few years that makes a difference between Biden and Trump washes those few years out because Trump is not the most healthy individual. So now let's talk about this for a second. This wasn't necessarily on the agenda to talk about the whole VP thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still think Donald Trump's gonna pick a woman.
Who?
I mean, last week I said Nikki Haley, but she is going all in on. She was on Saturday Night Live, which she kind of took a jab at herself when one of the skits, the opening monologue, and one of the people in the crowd said, "What was the cause of the Civil War? Does it start with an S and end with Avery?" And she said, "I should have said that all along." But she is still like all dug in and attacking Donald Trump daily. I think he would need a woman. I think he needs some contrast from the type of person he is, from the type of politician he is. I don't know. People have mentioned, was it Kristi Noem? But I don't know.
It would have to be.
I mean, clearly Tim Scott's auditioning.
Yeah, it would have to be the right woman because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the last Republican presidential nominee to pick a woman that didn't go so well, talking about Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
So,
well, she wasn't vetted. It was kind of a rush job. I mean, there have been documentaries and movies about that. That was them throwing a Hail Mary trying to see if it would stick.
But think about it. We're how far away from November? When is he gonna pick somebody?
We're only 4 states in. 3 states in.
Man, I think this is different because we already know Trump. He's been president before.
Yep.
We already know Biden.
You saying he's not auditioning, so he should just go ahead and pick his VP.
We already, the people who are going to vote for him are not going to not vote for him because he selects whoever he selects. So like, go ahead and pick somebody. It's and maybe he has, and like you said, Nikki Haley has probably pissed him off. But Donald, call Nikki up and be like, Nikki, you want to be?
I mean,
VP.
it would benefit him. It would greatly benefit him, in my opinion, if he picked her.
Now, since we still on this, let's say next week Donald Trump comes out and says he wants his VP to be Tim Scott. Do you think that would affect his outcome in November? Because it's on a black person now.
I was about to say, well, let me back up. I think the question should be, do you think that will gain Donald Trump minority voters? More minority voters should be the question. And I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, black people. Now, let me say, there are black Republicans. There are people from every race that are Republicans and Democrats. It's not, black people are not a one party.
Absolutely not.
Race or ethnicity. But I think, I just don't think Tim Scott, if we're only talking about Tim Scott, I don't think he's going to, he's not going to energize minorities.
No.
And not saying Nikki Haley would, but Nikki Haley's a woman. Like Tim Scott's a black man.
Yeah.
And that's how people will look at him if he's the VP pick. Just like, but Kamala Harris, for example, she's a black woman.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like 2 boxes. And I'm not saying trying to check boxes, but what I'm saying is she's going to appeal to women. No, I'm saying she's appealing to women and
people,
black people.
Yeah.
Not just, he's a black man. Okay, there's vice president's always been a man until the current vice president.
Yeah.
So his only lane is, he's a minority. And will that make a difference? I don't think so.
It wouldn't, because earlier we talked about, when we was talking about these major retailers having these African Americans on their boards and in VP positions and everything who really aren't part of the culture. That's Tim Scott. Tim Scott looks like us, but Tim Scott is not one of us. And right now I'm talking about black culture. I'm not talking about Republican, Democrat, whatever. I'm just talking about Tim Scott looks out for, clearly, the interests of Donald Trump. So,
I mean, he's clearly auditioning for VP. That is accurate. Let's move on to sports. Why do you not support the Dogs?
yeah.
This is a question.
Okay. Now, let's give a little history. Let's give a little history lesson. Stephen was born in South Carolina, Gamecocks. Correct.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm just. Oh yeah, my godmother.
Micah's godmother.
Yeah.
Name me this.
Yeah.
Go Dogs.
Yeah. Okay, but no, I'm just explaining some stuff. Stephen was born in South Carolina, Gamecocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, but I was never a Gamecock
I know.
fan.
I'm just listen.
Ever.
Just listen.
I want the record to reflect. Never. Now, I love Don Staley. I support Gamecock women basketball. Don Staley is the GOAT in my book. I think she's great. But keep going.
We moved to, well, I wasn't born yet. Y'all moved to
You were not.
Georgia. Okay.
Yes.
So Georgia Bulldogs.
You're doing too much of a build up. Get to the point.
Most our family, both of our parents from Alabama. So everybody,
all of our family,
yes,
both sides.
So everybody in our family is either an Alabama fan or an Auburn fan.
Unfortunately. So why did you jump into that? You're not even from there.
And I like to win. And at the time when I was growing up,
so you just pick a team that was winning at the time. That's what you're saying.
No, it just so happened that my family all supported a team that just so happened to have been winning at the time. And now let's get even deeper.
They were fans before they were winning.
Yeah, well,
you hopped on a bandwagon, is what you were saying.
I can't help when I was born, and then I can't help the timeline. But think about this. Now, okay, Georgia Bulldogs, that's still Alabama. When I say Alabama, that's still Nick Saban. Nick Saban, look at it.
What?
What's Georgia coach name? Not
Kirby Smart.
Kirby Smart. Then he used to work for Nick Saban.
What were you gonna say? Yeah, he's Nick Saban's disciple.
Okay.
What were you gonna say? What were you? Who did you think Georgia's coach was?
I don't know why I got Mark Rick in my head. I saw a video of him and his granddaughter.
He used to be the coach. He used to be the coach. Okay, what point are you trying to prove? So you were a Bama fan because you are a Bama fan because bandwagon is what you're saying. You hopped on the bandwagon.
Family tradition. Okay.
Some of our family members are Auburn fans.
True.
So why you ain't become an Auburn fan? Cam Newton's from Atlanta.
I was just about to say, now see, this show you how I'm not bandwagon, because if that was the case, I would have jumped on Auburn when Cam Newton was there, and I didn't. I was still an Alabama fan. Or if you want to say I'm a bandwagon person, then I must be a bandwagon of Nick Saban. But now he's gone.
Yeah, so you still gonna cheer for Alabama?
Yeah. Now, we can call our grandfather and ask him. I've said this. I said it all the time. I'm a Georgia fan as long as they're not playing Alabama. Any other time, I hope Georgia beats whatever team they're playing.
Well, Georgia's the last SEC team to win back-to-back national championships. So,
and I'm happy. I support Georgia.
Georgia plays in Tuscaloosa this year.
They're gonna win.
You sponsoring tickets?
Georgia's gonna win. No.
Are you sponsoring tickets? Is what I asked.
No. And when we went to that game, I really have no desire to go to another college football game.
Why? Are you talking because everyone was standing?
Yes. I wanted to sit down.
That's called having school spirit.
Well, I wanted to sit down outside of standing up. Like, I'm not about to stand up the whole game. Or if I go, I need to be like up in a whatchamacallit or something, because I'm higher. We had great seats when we went.
Amazing seats.
Yeah, but you had to stand up. And I was just, nah.
That's college sports. It's called passion.
Well, I lack passion
passion.
with that, I guess.
Micah is you're a fan to say that you're a fan. I'm not even talking about Alabama. I'm just saying in general. You're not a fan. You are a supporter as he eats more cookies.
Entertainment.
We went off on a tangent.
Entertainment. Let's get to this. Y'all, the Grammys was on Sunday. I hope that your favorite artist got a Grammy. Hey, I love Coco Jones. Coco Jones, she got her first Grammy, so shout out to Coco Jones. I was about to sing one of her songs, but we're not about to get into the whole singing thing again.
No. My GOAT, Jay-Z, was given a big honor. I think Jay-Z is the best rapper. And Jay-Z used that moment to let people know some things.
About his wife.
Take a look at
about his wife.
Take a look.
This young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
So clearly, I think we disagree on this. What is your take on what Sean Carter said?
Going with okay. I think this is my thing. I used to growing up. I absolutely love Beyonce. I mean, love Beyonce, both artistically and other ways. I absolutely love Beyonce. So this is nothing against her at all, or her talent, her ability to perform and create music and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely nothing against her. Beyonce, I believe, has 34 Grammys. I believe that's correct. I believe it's correct to say she has
34 or 32. 34.
Okay, I believe it's correct to say that she has more than anybody else as far as single individual.
She has the most on record. Correct.
Okay. I mean, that's awesome. I think she deserves it. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve to have not received any of those. Do I think I don't now, if I'm being honest with you, I don't believe I'm qualified to say that she deserves a Grammy for an album. That's just me. I'm not into music that much.
But the thing is, okay, so you're not able to say, but also, one, you just admitted that you don't listen to albums, so you wouldn't know if the album was great or not, because you're not listening to all the songs. You're listening
to the hits,
to the songs that are played on the radio
for the most part. Right. Yeah.
The point Jay-Z was trying to make was, and people have been critical of all these awards, not just Grammy, Oscars, all this stuff. When it comes to minorities, specifically Black people, if Black culture influences music, not saying every doggone song is influenced by a Black person. That'd be dumb of me to say because that's not accurate. But Black culture influences pop culture. And if she has won the most ever, then how not once has she won Album of the Year? Because Lauryn Hill was the last Black woman to win Album of the Year in 1999. Now, there have been multiple Black winners for Album of the Year. John Batiste won last year. He's Black. Outkast from Atlanta won in the early 2000s. Whitney Houston won. So it's not that Black people have never won.
It's a Black thing.
Okay, so that means it's a Beyonce thing then.
Okay. Like I said, and we might have to get some clarification on this. From how I understand it, those who are part of the Academy, once you win a Grammy, you're now in the Academy. Those who are in the Academy, they vote for all these things. They're the ones who vote. So I'm saying that to say, the very same people who voted for her to get 30 whatever Grammys are the very same people who did not vote for her to get Album of the Year. So
what happened?
Maybe they didn't think her albums deserved to win. Why can't?
So you mean to tell me not one of her albums is good enough? Not one.
The whole we're having
some Grammys. She's won like 6, and you know what I'm saying. Won a bunch in that one night. So you mean tell me you win for all these songs, but the album is not great? That just
might not be.
And Jay-Z wasn't only defending his wife. He said. One of the comments he said some of you don't belong in the category.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Some of you don't belong in category.
That's a whole nother conversation. I think he was just a little upset. I mean,
I think he used it as an opportunity to prove a point. And then after he got that award, they left.
Hey, it's I mean, I don't know. I just think that now, to me, if there was some select group of men and women who decide these results every year, then I could
Mhm.
understand that a little bit more. But the fact that if it's how I understand it, Jay-Z is able to vote on who gets
Did you just see
certain
that
things.
thumbs up on the screen?
Probably. I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know. Either way, I love Beyonce. I love Jay-Z. I think,
They're both great artists.
yeah, I
They're
think,
both great artists. I just think it's crazy that she hasn't won an album. And it's not like, and I'm not saying she's gonna retire tomorrow, but okay, she ain't gonna be putting out no, 5 more banger albums. Like, I mean, I don't know.
wait,
All right,
wait.
let's talk about something.
Do you
What?
think that this I just like stirring up stuff. Do you think that Beyonce was the best out of the 3 for Destiny's Child?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to say vocally?
Yeah. Or now Beyonce, I think at the time she had a certain look, certain vibe. She just had a certain energy. But I
Mhm.
think we sleep on Kelly.
Oh no, Kelly's great. I mean, I don't know. I think overall art. I mean, she acting and doing all that other stuff. I don't know. I think she was. Moving on to something inspirational, since we kind of disagree on the Grammys. So there's a really cool story out of Buffalo, New York. So this teacher from a public school, he was driving. He said he saw a car go across multiple lanes and eventually hit him. So instantly he got out kind of upset because he was hit. But then he saw the person in the car needed help. He did CPR until paramedics came, saved her life. Super Bowl is Sunday. He was awarded Super Bowl tickets from the Buffalo Bills. That's the NFL team up there. The public school posted this picture of him getting his tickets. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And man, to I don't know, maybe I would.
He said he was pissed. He said when he got hit, he was pissed. Because, I mean, no one wants to get hit. But then when he saw the person needed help,
yeah,
he went to help.
I guess I'm just thinking about when I got in an accident. That's not how it went down. But yeah, I guess that's definitely the right thing to do. If you see somebody in need, whether they hurt you or not, to help them out. I think it's great that the Buffalo Bills got him tickets to the Super Bowl. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
But you know what? But to be honest with you, though, I think I would have rather them get me a car or something than to get me tickets to the Super Bowl.
I don't think his car was terribly damaged, but you would have rather a car instead of Super Bowl tickets?
Yeah, because okay, I get to go to the game on Sunday, but I don't have no transportation. No. If anything,
maybe somebody else helped him out with the car.
Maybe.
Or not.
Maybe.
Or not.
Hey, look, be a good. Really? Wait a minute. I was about to say the inspiration for this week for all of us is to be a good Samaritan. Not just a good Samaritan, be a good victim. He was a victim.
He was.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
And he wanted to react a certain way, but he didn't.
Yeah. Be kind. Be kind to everybody. Eat more cookies. Remember, we still shouting out Cookie Society for the Black business this week.
All right. Kick of the week.
Dun, dun, dun. You know, I always pop out something delicious, and I got this right here on today. Look at that.
That's fly.
Yeah.
Some Miami Dolphin dunks. Those look nice.
That's not the reason why I got them for that color. And actually, shout out to the person. Thank you for who got me these. Thank you so much.
Yeah. My kick, keeping with my orange and maroon or my Claflin, I wanted to take it back. I call it a little orange sherbet. Some Air Max 97. Orange cream. Micah takes special liking to Air Max 97.
Yes, sir.
For one reason.
Yes, sir. 97's the best Air Max that you can get.
But I like them.
Yeah.
And it goes with platform.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, I don't necessarily like because of that, but that's cool. Yeah. Especially orange. Orange is my favorite color. And, hey, still, we don't have the P.O. box set up yet. But for those who would like to support our shoe journey, our kick journey, we both wear size 11. And we said that if you want to really bless us both with a pair of shoes, that is great. But If you only send one, we're going to come up with something cool to decide which one of us will get to keep the pair of shoes that you all send us. So thank you so much for that in advance. And remember to like, comment, and share and subscribe on YouTube. And also remember that we are now on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. So go and follow us there as well.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. We'll see who won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Y'all have a good week.